In the NBA, life moves faster than my kids running away from doing their chores. You have to celebrate your wins, but if you're not careful, it can blow up in no time. That's where the Milwaukee Bucks sit currently. From NBA champions in 2021 to a second straight first-round exit to the Pacers in 2025.
And that'll do it. Indiana takes game one of this best-of-7 series.
It's quick how life can change. The Bucks have a monumental offseason ahead of them after another disappointing playoff exit, and they have some soul-searching to do, and GM John Horst has some big boy decisions to make. Now, not only did the season end badly, they lost Damian Lillard to a torn Achilles, effectively ending his 25-26 season too.
And he's trying to put pressure on his left leg.
Yeah, it looked like it happened before that play. Great presence of mind to tip the ball to the corner there, but you see him grabbing that left ankle.
For a 34-year-old smaller guard dependent on his quickness, this might be a career death sentence. I mean, I hope not, but it's just the realities of the situation. On the positive side, they have a top 4 player in the world who is coming off his 7th straight year of 27+ points per game, 11+ rebounds per game, and 5+ assists per game. Now, I hear you. Yes, he's 30 years old, but knowing what we do about his motor, dedication to his body, and desire to win, he can still be a top 10 player for at least 5 to 8 more years.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So the Bucks are in right now win mode. They can't wait. You have a player of Giannis's ability and age. You owe it to him to keep a title contender. But is that even possible for GM Horst and the Bucks? Well, let's break it down. How do they get better? Is it through the draft? Well, yikes. They sent this year's pick and next year's swap to the Pelicans for getting Drew Holiday, and then they sent their 27 first and 28 swap to Portland for getting Dame. So they're extremely limited in using the draft to get talent or trading said picks for talent. Now, I hear you asking about young assets. Well, they just cashed in their one and only young promising piece for getting Kyle Kuzma. So looks like that path is out the window too. Now, what about veterans to trade? Well, their best asset this season was Chris Middleton, who they had to add their best young asset to get Kyle Kuzma. So their only option is trading some of their smaller, not so good players for somebody else's smaller, not so good players. Does that excite a fan base or what? Well, you're asking about free agency. They are already over the projected salary cap for next year, severely limiting their ability to outright sign any player. They have some sign and trade options with possible free agents, but that goes back to the veterans options from earlier, my distressed asset for yours. There is one more option though, that Bucks fans do not want to hear, and it's the worst option, but for this Bucks team, it may be the only option. Trade Giannis.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I know, I hear you, and it sucks. The city would be sad, a homegrown talent like that leaving, but he did give you 12 great years, a title, and countless hilarious interviews. There's not much more a city and franchise can even ask for. So let's just talk it out just a little. What can you get for Giannis? Everything? Well, kinda. They can't trade him for draft picks and bottom out. Why? Well, because they don't control their draft picks for the next 4 years, so being really bad and getting a high pick is just not an option. So they would need to trade him for a couple good to really good players, a young possible stud, and or a really good looking draft pick. You look around the league and there just aren't a lot of options out there for them. Now, could you call up OKC and ask for Chet and Jalen Williams? Sure, and Sam Presti will laugh out loud and hang up. Could you call up the Knicks and ask for Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and picks? You could, but I don't see the Knicks making that trade. As great as Giannis is, it's looking like Bridges and KAT are perfect fits in New York with their starter in Brunson. They could even try the San Antonio Spurs.
Fucking shit.
No, not for Wemby. Keep dreaming, Bucks fans. But a package around my 2025 Rookie of the Year Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Jeremy Sohan, and a ton of picks might be intriguing, but is there a future superstar in there, or even an all-star? So after scouring the NBA and teams, I think I have the best team. The Houston Rockets. A package centered around Alperen Sengun, Reed Shepherd, Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, other salaries to make the math work, and the 2 Phoenix first-round picks. Now, if I'm the Bucks, I am wanting Amen Thompson, but if I'm Houston, I say he is untouchable. So with that off the table, if I'm the Bucks, this is what I'm asking for. You are still good right now with a young all-star in Sengun. You get 2 promising young players in Reed Shepherd and 1 of Smith, Eason, or Whitmore, and the awesome-looking 2 future Suns first to rebuild this team with. Now, is this the best option? No. Keeping Giannis in Milwaukee for his whole career on a title contender, that is by far the best option, but the Bucks are not that right now and don't have a feasible way to get there with asset and salary handcuffs that they're in. So this may be the best of the crappy options that the team and city have. As sad as this summer could be for the Bucks, they will always have the memories of the 2021 title run to smile and look back on. I guess that's a silverish lining. Now, if you want to know what Eastern Conference team may be ready to take up the Bucks spot of the Eastern Conference contender, well, check out my video to see what awesomeness is brewing in the Motor City. Thanks for watching and subscribing, of course, and we'll see you next time.